Um, I am so new to this, it hurts, but I am going to do my ultimate best to make this work out. So, Yvonne asked me to come up with a vlog about life as an international student in the UK. So I don't know how this is gonna pan out because I literally just asked some random people what challenges they faced. But I guess to kick this off, I'm going to talk about my course and how I ended up choosing it. So, I am studying a Bachelor of Engineering in Acoustic Engineering. And essentially, this is just the science of sound and vibration. I'm not going to get into details because honestly, that's not what this vlog is about. But that's what I do. I love it. I love every single day of it. I feel like I'm the one person who's actually followed my passion to the very end from like way back high school and stuff. But that said, obviously, I'm sure there's many other people in the world who are following their passion. So if you were to ask me where I am now in my life and where I want to be like tomorrow and in the coming years, I feel like right now I am happy, but still trying to find more happiness with every day. Right, okay, so straight into those challenges. Remember, it was September 2015. I was young and fresh. I'm ready to take this thing on. So the initial plan was my parents were both going to bring me. But that quickly changed. Obviously, there's like visa challenges, and that, trust me, I feel like should be a whole other vlog on its own. But I got here on my own. I convinced my parents that I could do it on my own. I convinced myself that I could do it on my own. So I did. So I think it was 22nd of September. I remember the first thing that hit me was the cold. I was freezing. And I already had friends here, and I remember they were saying, oh, it's not that cold, it's just September. You can just, a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, you'll be fine. Guys, I was freezing. Like, African skin is not conditioned to this weather, trust me. I was so cold, and I remember I was so miserable, like for the first few months of my first year, because I came here when like the weather was transitioning into winter. It was so cold, and there's that whole winter shopping rush, and you have totally no idea where you're going to get all these things that are going to keep you warm enough. So many times I was just like, I just want my mommy. Right. So obviously, you get here and you need food. Everybody needs food. And that first time when I was coming, my mom packed chapatis, mandazis, boiled chicken, fried chicken. It was frozen and put in my suitcase. So obviously I was pretty excited. I was like, yay, I have home food. But truth of the matter is you cannot survive on chapati, chicken, fish, like every day. Obviously you need food. So then there was a struggle of finding the shop and just getting around to how to buy stuff and where to buy stuff and getting to the till, and you have a whole year's worth of shopping and they stare at you and they're like, yeah, you have to pack your own shopping. That for me was honestly the strangest thing I could. I mean, I live in Kenya, Nakumat. You don't even need to say, please pack my stuff. Like, they're just gonna start packing away your things. But hey, obviously, a new world, new beginnings, new things. I found my way around. I bought food. And the funniest part is, I remember the first day I got here, I was staying on campus. So I had 4 other flatmates, including myself. And they're like, yeah, so tonight we're going out. And so this is me, fresh, crisp, no shopping, no experience whatsoever, and I have to go out with my flatmates to an English club. So I did, and I think I actually didn't eat that entire first day, which was not the best. I feel like this is the one challenge all international students in the UK face. Primark. You walk into Primark, it's a new world. It's beautiful. There's all these beautiful clothes at the most amazing prices. It's like £2, £1, 50p, £4. Then there's a sale and they're like 2 for 1, 3 for 1, buy 4, get 1 free. It was so insane. I remember my first time in Primark. I feel like I bought the entire store until I washed them. So definitely everybody needs a bank account to operate. Who doesn't? But the funniest part is in the UK, it is so hard for international students to open a bank account. Like, you need letters, and very many letters, which take a very long time to be written for you to open a bank account. So the first time I came, I had a lot of money in cash, huge amounts. And the saddest part is when you have that money on you, you spend it and it goes real quick, and before you know it, you are broke completely. And I feel like that's one of the hardest parts, because as international students, you don't get any student loans, you don't get, unless you're on scholarship, which is very rare in the UK at least. So I guess, obviously financial management tips or stuff like that should be like some of the stuff that students who are thinking of going abroad should be talked to about, if that makes sense. Because also at the end of the day, you're trying to build your finances, you're trying to save, and it's really hard to save when you can't keep track of your money. So the final challenge I faced, I can't say it's a final challenge, because truth be told, there's challenges every single day, but this was the worst. I had 4 other flatmates. So in my first year, as I said, I stayed on campus, and the first few months were good. It's all bliss and happiness, and everybody's trying to make friends and nobody wants to offend the other person. Cool. But towards the end of that year, that was like around December, and everybody's going away for Christmas and stuff like that. So obviously you need to clear up, leave stuff tidy. And that just didn't happen. I was the first person to get back in January, and there was pots and pans molding in the kitchen with food and tea. And it was just so disgusting. And I thought that was as disgusting as it could possibly get, until one day one of my flatmates peed in the kitchen sink, and my heart just broke. My heart broke because there's nothing I could do about it. My rent was fully paid, so there's nowhere I was going. And this was like in April, and my contract was ending like in June. So anyway, long story short, integrating with different cultures is not easy, especially if you have been raised in contrasting backgrounds. And I guess that's like, just compounds to the culture shock of being an international student. It's just difficult. Truth be told, it's not all bad. I have had an amazing time so far, and I'm actually gonna start my master's in the next year. I have made the most amazing friendships. I have grown as a person. I have found love, and I keep, getting happier and learning to be happier every day, which I think is an important aspect about growing, about studying away from home. You want to go back, if you do, with amazing experiences, amazing lessons that would help you develop your country, especially for us who are from African countries. So that said, I would like to give a special thanks to 2 very amazing people in my life who helped me get this vlog together, and to Yvonne for giving me the chance to do this.